What's going on, YouTube? BG Wizard back for another video. Today we're taking a look at all classes ranked for the War Within Season 1 rated battlegrounds. I'm going to give you guys my predictions on what I think is the best classes. We're going to rank every class, so let's get into it. We're going to start from the bottom. We're going to work our way to the top. If it is in the left side of a tier, it is the best in that tier, and it goes to the right. So we're going to start at the very bottom, and we'll make our way to the top. So coming in at the D tier, we are putting in Prot, Pally, Prot Warrior, and Brewmaster Monk. The only asterisk I will say is Brewmaster, if World PvP plays it, we know he's pretty good on it, so he can bring some tricks out of that class. But other than that, don't really see these classes on the battleground. So just going to leave them at D tier, and I think it's pretty easy to say that other classes will be the flag carrier or the tank class. So, you know, aside from maybe being able to sit a base or something, or World PvP pulling out some tricks on Brewmaster, I don't see these classes being played very much. Don't see them bring much value to a rated battleground team. So, let's move on. C tier, I think Vengeance DH could move up. It depends what the flag carrier is. I actually don't, again, these are predictions, so could very well change. This could actually go from C tier to S tier, depending on what the best flag carrier is in the battleground. So I'm not sure. Demon Hunter could be the best tank, but we're going to leave it as C tier for now, as I don't see much value other than their speed. They can get across the map very well and support bases, and they can probably flag carry. So maybe there could be an argument that Vengeance Demon Hunter should definitely be up there. You know, A tier is like the second best tank or something like that. But let's move on. So we're going to do the D tier now. Sorry, the B tier. We're going to do B tier. Blood DK, Demo Warlock, Enhanced Shaman, Outlaw Rogue, Assassination Rogue, Feral Druid, Holy Paladin, Resto Druid, Holy Priest, Ellie Shaman, Destro Warlock, Arms Warrior, all Hunter specs, and I'll explain as I get these all on the board here. So, Windwalker, Ret Pally, and Havoc Demon Hunter. So, we're going to start at the back here. So, the least valuable in a B tier, I'm going to throw Blood DK. Again, I think Blood DK has had a lot of value in recent seasons and expansions. They get the death grip, and they can just pull your healer and pull your healer and pull your healer, so they're out of the fight. They can also spin a base with a healer, so it can be high value. Blood DK could be one of those classes that move up depending on the meta, but just for the prediction list, I'm going to leave Blood DK at the back of B tier. Not many Blood DKs, and I don't think we're going to see many. There might be the odd one like that can perform and might be more valuable to a team if they, you know, develop their strategy around that Blood DK, but we're going to move on. I don't think Demo Warlocks, haven't seen many. It seems like there's other Warlock specs that are better, so I'm just going to leave Demo here. I could be wrong. Once again, these are predictions. I think Demo might be one of the least played specs. Could be wrong. Enhanced Shaman, haven't heard much good about them. In fact, I've only really heard that they're not very good. Haven't seen many. Don't think they're that valuable. Simple as that. The two rogue specs, Outlaw and Assassination, I do not think that they are the highest value rogue spec. I think definitely that another spec will be a better rogue spec. So I'm going to leave them at B tier and move on because I don't think they are the highest value rogue spec. Feral Druid, again, I think there's better Druid specs. Feral can be okay. It can probably sit a base. It can help Ninja Cap. It has that stealth ability, movement speed ability, but I don't think it's that high on the list. So because there's better Druid specs, I'm going to leave it here at B tier. These three healers, Holy Pally, Resto Druid, Holy Priest, I think they are the weaker healers. I kind of grouped them all together because I think that, well, quite frankly, we haven't seen enough of the season to know what actually is the best. But as far as what I've seen so far, and been able to judge so far, it seems like there's 3 other healing specs that are far and beyond what these specs do. So that's why these 3 healers are kind of grouped together, and I'm not going to go too much into them. I just think there's better healing specs. Ellie Shaman, once again, haven't heard the most great news about it. In fact, I've actually heard some of my Shaman friends have switched playing classes because they're not a fan of it. So I just don't think it's that great. I haven't seen many. Same with Destro Warlocks, Arms Warriors, not seeing the numbers there on the damage meters, not seeing many of these classes played. Same with Hunter. I grouped the Hunter specs all together because I don't know I don't play Hunter. I have seen a couple, and I'll tell you, even when I did not know what I was doing, I was still able to easily 1v1 a Hunter. So the Hunter class did not feel very good when I was playing against it. I have not seen them on the damage meter very high. So to be determined. I don't know what the best Hunter spec is, and that is why I put them all together. So one spec maybe could go up, could go down. Once again, early season predictions here. Group them all together, mid B tier, best guess. Next, Windwalker and Ret Pally. I'm gonna say these two are, top of the B tier. Pretty good specs, lots of damage. They can kill things. This is where the classes are starting to get pretty good. So Windwalker and Ret, pretty damn good. Definitely playable specs. And we'll move on to Havoc Demon Hunter. So DPS Demon Hunter always brings that spectral sight capability. You're able to see where enemy stealthies are. Absolutely massive on rated battleground scenario. And also they have incredible movement speed, which is also very valuable in rated battlegrounds. So because they bring that amazing utility to rated battlegrounds, being able to see where enemy stealthies are, being able to cross the map and support bases or go take bases faster than almost anybody else, I think that they're the top of the B tier. So very playable spec as well. Next, we're going to move into A tier. So once again, this is the back of the A tier. And let me just get all the classes on the board and then we'll discuss. As I put them on here, a couple more. And that's the A tier, guys. So Fire and Arcane, not sure how good they are. I have seen quite a few Arcane mages. They seem pretty decent. So not sure. I just think that Frost is better, so that's why I kind of put them at the back of A tier. But I do think mages are a surprise class this season. I think we could see a lot more mages coming in the near coming weeks. I think mages are definitely underrated right now. So Fire and Arcane, not sure. Kind of just threw them in the A tier because I think mages are good. I do think Frost is the best, which I'll get to in a second. Resto Shaman, I actually don't know why I put Resto Shaman here. Considering the only limited time I've had to play rated battlegrounds, the season's been out for 24 hours, not even. We've had 2 weeks to do random BGs. So you know what? I'm actually gonna say, as an educated guess or uneducated guess or prediction, I'm just gonna actually remove them from the A tier. I'm gonna put Resto Shaman with the other 3 healers here. I'm gonna put Resto Shaman grouped with the other B tier healers because I'm actually not sure how Resto Shamans are looking. So my bad. Back to the A tier. So Resto Shaman got bumped down. Devastation Evoker. I think Devastation Evoker is good. Great movement speed. Very good kill damage. I think Devastation Evoker is a sleeper right now. I think they are very good. Lots of damage. I like that they can kill things pretty easily. Shadow Priest, my baby, my class. I like our damage. I'm not a fan of the way Shadow Priest plays right now, but that does not take away from the fact this is what I'm gauging on. At this point in the tier list right here is where I've seen 250 million damage or higher. So 250 million damage in a BG or higher, that means you're padding pretty good. Your class can do a lot of damage. I would consider 250 million damage or more to be very good in RBGs. That means you are a valuable member of the team. Shadow Priest can do 250 million or more damage, and that is why I've put them here. We can pad damage. Once again, I'm not a fan of our, kill pressure damage. I think it's a lot of padding, but it does bring a lot of damage. So 250 mil plus damage, that signs up for A tier. So middle of the pack A tier, Shadow Priest, my class. I'll have more updates on that soon. Next, I have the two DK specs. I have seen DKs once again. I played Rated Battlegrounds just a few hours ago. Seen DKs do 250 million or more damage. So that is why I'm putting them in A tier. Now, I was actually not able to see which spec they were. So once again, Unholy or Frost. I haven't had the time to see which one is better. I'm not sure what they were playing. So Unholy or Frost could move up or down, but just DPS DKs in general, I think deserve an A tier because I've seen them do incredible like 300, 250 mil damage. So I think that deserves A tier. Fury Warrior, next up on the list. Fury Warrior seems to be really OP right now. Lots of Fury Warriors. Seems to be a very good class. And I think it's the best warrior spec. So look for more Fury Warriors in the ladder. And lastly, closing out the A tier, I have Frost Mage. I think Frost Mage is a sleeper right now. I think Frost Mage might be one of the best DPS specs in the game. It seems I mean, it seems pretty dang good. I would even argue they could sit bases pretty well. They seem like they can 1v1 quite a bit. They can pump damage as well. You can get lots of kills on a Frost Mage. I'm actually looking for more Frost Mages to come in the ladder very soon in the coming weeks. I think Frost Mage is top of A tier, and I hold it in high regards. So next, we're in the best classes in the game, and let me just get them on the board once again, and then we will discuss what and why they're there. Okay, so starting with the healers, I think Disc Priest, Monk, Evoker Healer are the three best healers in the game. I think this will be the meta composition. These are the best healers that you want on your team. And I think by far that these are the best healers. Just it's self-explanatory. Just able to keep the team up, good movement speed, good cooldowns. Just in general, the best healers. I think these three healers are far and away going to be the meta for Rated Battlegrounds. Next, we have Sub Rogue. So every team usually has a rogue. Rogues, if you've ever watched my tier list before, rogues are generally always on the S tier because of their obvious stealth capabilities. They can sit bases and they can hit bases. Sub Rogue seems to be the best spec for rogues for Rated Battlegrounds. So for that reason, Rogue is taking S tier, sit bases, take bases, have that stealth prowess on the map at all times, and of course brings other attributes to your team like smoke bomb and whatever else, you know. So Rogue's definitely high value for Rated Battlegrounds, brings that unique only things rogues can bring to a team, and generally every team will always want a rogue, so if not two. So rogues high value, sub rogue gonna take the S tier. Now Guardian Druid, this one has an asterisk. This is where the Vengeance DH or the Guardian Druid could flip flop. I have actually not seen enough flag carry maps to be able to tell you guys what the meta is. There's a good chance Guardian could be knocked down here. So Guardian would have the biggest asterisk beside it on this S tier. I just put them here as a best guess prediction for being the best flag carrier. Now they can also stealth and sit bases, so high value for Rated Battlegrounds. But this, keep in mind, I think this pick of any of the picks could change for sure. Guardian Druid taking S tier on this list at least. Next we have Warlock. So Affliction Warlock does, like, I've seen them do 450 million damage in a game. It's like double anyone else. I think every team is going to want an Affliction Warlock. They are just so far above everybody else's damage. It's incredible. So for that reason, once again, Affliction Warlock taking pretty much the best DPS spot in the game. It's not even close. And the only class that is close is the last one on our list, Boomkin, bringing stealth capabilities, movement speed capabilities, ability to sit a base, to hit a base, and also they also bring the added value of being one of the best DPS in the game. I've seen them do like 350 million damage in a game, so very close to that Warlock damage, if not beating them some games. So Boomkin brings high value to a Rated Battleground team once again. And guys, that's going to do it for my list. If you guys enjoyed it, please make sure you guys subscribe, like the video, comment what your predictions are. Keep in mind this is a prediction list, so don't flame me too hard. And I'll see you guys on the battlegrounds, or in the battlegrounds, and hopefully play with you, play against you, and I'll catch you on the next one. Thanks for watching. See ya.